right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, YouTube, from wherever you're at. I wish you a good day. And here we are back again. Let's start with Tesla. Tesla is the monster in the room today. And here is the big news on Tesla. Tesla stock is on the rise after Morgan Stanley upgraded the shares to overweight from equal weight. So now they're saying that Tesla is going to go to $400, guys. Now there's been people talking about Tesla going to 500 in 2022, but the big news here is that Tesla is announcing, and everybody has hope for a Dojo supercomputer. What is a Dojo supercomputer, you may ask?
Just said the same thing.
Listen closely.
Saying that it makes sense to offer Dojo as a service. So perhaps kind of similar to what we've seen with AWS. There's also going to be a lot of data that's being able to be leveraged and going to be leveraged from Dojo. It's basically AI machine learning, and for video.
And there you go, guys. AI is taking over again, and it looks like it's just going to continue to grow and grow in the stock market. So forget about any of the stuff you heard in the past. AI, if it's involved with your company, it's going to raise the stock prices. So now let's look at Tesla. We said this area here was an area that it could fall into. There was a gap that it could fill. It did not fill the gap, guys. We also said Tesla had support and it was continuing in an upward fashion. And we also said that Tesla could do two things. Okay, it could come here, resist, come back down. Now if it bounces off a previous support, which is this big red candle, it could pop up, guys, and that's exactly what it did. Tesla took off today, and here's the big picture now. So after 261, and we called this last week in our video, okay, after 261 we said Tesla can and will go way higher. And look at this here, okay, and this is just at the 270 272 area. Tesla already broke that little resistance there. Okay, so what do I expect from Tesla? I expect Tesla to come up here. Maybe not tomorrow. I think tomorrow it's going to take a dip down because, I mean, come on, it went up 10% on news. They haven't really brought in the financial benefit yet, but people are going after it, so that's fine. If you want to go long on it, that's up to you, but remember, Tesla can fill this area up here because now we have a big gap all the way back to 299, guys. So be aware that Tesla is the monster for the week, and it's kicking butt. All right, let's go talk to another monster, Nvidia. Nvidia, we said, was in a rising wedge, and it is following the pattern we said it would. It's going to fall out and probably come down to the 380 area. It did find some support right around 443, okay, but don't take your eye off of Nvidia. Nvidia is still a monster, and it's fighting not to fall, guys, but it is out of the wedge, so be careful. All right, and now we are looking at Meta. Okay, we said Meta had hit a double top, guys, and now it looks like, and let's mark this. Okay, make sure if you guys are playing the stock market, you are charting daily and marking your charts. So it's Meta, not Tesla, is now what they call, potentially, I don't think it is, but some people might say this is a triple top. But in the meantime, I think Meta is in a bullish pattern, just like Microsoft. So let's take a closer look at Meta. Once I apply my flat top bottom to Meta, I see that it is actually in a bullish pattern. Remember, we said flat tops are bullish patterns because now we can recognize the Elliott wave principle, or one of the principles, which is the A, B, C, D, E, and then it takes off, guys. And there you have it. It's in a bullish pattern. The reason I'm watching Meta is because I am going to start buying some of this stock, and I also want to start playing the options. I love the ATR in it. ATR stands for average to range. I love stocks that have a big ATR because it gives you a lot of possibilities. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can work magic with stocks that have big ATRs. And talking about bullish patterns, again, Microsoft is still on a bull run, and we did say Elliott wave principles, again, one of the principles, and it's out. Okay, when we looked at it last week, we said it could bust out, and sure enough, it did. And look at that move, guys. I mean, that is a big move for, oh, I'm trying to paint here, excuse me. So that is a big move for Microsoft. I mean, this thing was at 330, now it's almost at 338. It did cross 338, but came back down. It's in a bull run. Who else is in a bull run? That's right, you guessed it, and that's Google. Last 3 days, it just bounced off that support like there was nothing there, and is doing great. Stock is currently at 137.74 and just hanging in there tough. That is a nice bull run out of Google. If Google, Microsoft continue to run, we can see a strong market coming pretty soon. Now, we do have numbers coming out this week, guys. If you're not attached to one of the calendars, the financial calendars, let me know in the comments below. I'll leave you guys a link. But you should know when news is coming out, because it's going to detour your stock for at least a day or two, and you should be able to know that so you understand what's going on. All right, and now we have Apple. Apple has a big week this week, is going to introduce a new iPhone. Now, we did say it was in a rising wedge. We do see 2 resistance areas, okay? And then now Apple fell out of the wedge. We finally figured out, hey, we're in a rising wedge. And so now Apple fell out. And again, Apple is trying hard. You can see it's almost following what I thought was going to happen. Now look at these candles, okay? These candles are red, and then I have it coming down for a sec and then coming up and then down. Red candle tells me Apple could see a down day tomorrow. Now, is it going to blow up because the new iPhone is coming up? I doubt it. I think that is a big nothing burger like last time. So don't buy Apple because the new iPhone is coming out, guys. Buy it off the fundamentals. Get with your financial advisor and figure out if it's a good buy for you right now. And here's SPX, and those are the arrows, guys, I drew on the last video. I haven't moved them, okay? We did say we had some resistance. Let me move this over a little bit. Somebody move my arrow. And we had resistance right over here. So we had 2 points just like everywhere else, okay? And then now we see that SPX is following the arrows I drew, guys. And these are arrows that I'm just doing my best based off the history of the stock, based off the history of other stocks, on how much I think is going to go down and then come back up before it comes down after the resistance I've seen on the daily. If you're interested in learning this, guys, remember I am having a special on my courses, okay? And I'm going to show you one thing you can do. Once you get resistance level, you can put out your fib, okay? And you can kind of guess, well, this is going to reject around the 61 area there. See that? See, that's where my arrow's touching. So we could see SPX come up a little bit more to about 44.99 and then start making its way down, guys. So again, I do have a special. Go check it out for $1 a day, guys. You can learn everything I'm showing you on here so you don't have to guess what's going on with your trading. Okay, now if you find value in this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. Smash that bell so you know when the next video is coming out and you are not surprised by the stock market like a lot of people were today. A lot of people lost money on Tesla because they had puts that they were holding overnight. And I'm going to tell you, if you're playing options, I have an options course for $99. But if you sign up for the special, it comes for free, guys, for $1 a day. A lot of people lost money on options because they held them overnight. Do not hold options overnight, guys. Not that kind of amount. You will lose a lot. There's a thing called Vega and Rho. Everybody talks about the theta. There's also a thing called Rho and Vega. You need to understand how that works and how that changes the price on your options. All right, last but not least, guys, and we called this out last week. I personally don't play Amazon, but I know people that do, and I track it because now it's considered part of the Magnificent Seven stocks. I don't know if you guys have heard that terminology, but look at this. We said cup and handle, guys. We said test number 1 was going to be right in here, 139. It came up and it didn't even try to stop. Look at all green candles. Next target is 145.16, guys. 145.16. Again, you can learn how to do this in my courses, but this is a cup and handle. This is a bullish setup, and I think Amazon will probably continue to go up. We will look at it day by day for you, but Amazon is playing out perfectly to that cup and handle. All right, YouTube. So if you are an options trader, even if you trade with shares and you're a day trader, this is the setup for you guys. Okay. This is Coach's Cloud. This is my indicator. My indicator has multiple levels of indicators and strategies to help you out depending on when you're trading, but this is my personal board. These are my personal clouds. I use these every day, and if you're a swing trader like me, you're gonna need this for entries and exits. Okay, so this is how this works. Let's start up here at the top at 289.44. okay, if the candles, okay, come under, people always jump into the trade, and I think that's it's good, but it could be a little bit late depending on where you're at on the chart. But when my clouds twist, that's the time for entry, guys. Now, let me show you something, okay? 289.44 is where you enter if you use this strategy, and you exit right where the cloud starts curling, curving, bending, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now you can see these candles are all the way down here, so we can easily say Tesla went down $35. But let's say you got out here on the curl, that's $27. If you're an options trader, okay, $27 times the delta you bought, guys. Come on, you know what's up. Okay, so now that's a great move there. Now the clouds flipped on me, okay? And so now if I jump in here, okay, and I go to where the clouds actually bend, okay, not all the way up here, I'm gonna go to where they actually curve, and I know they're turning. That's $3.5, okay? That's a win for me if I'm trading it. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to a bearish mode, and you can see right in here where Tesla is curling, okay, it went down a lot, about $10. So before it curled right in here, it went down $10-11, guys. That's a winning trade right there. Okay, now after that I jump into some calls and I look at where we actually curl. Okay, that's $2.50 win. If you're doing options, if you're doing shares, you know what's up. You know how much money you would have made. Okay, same thing here. We drop to where it curls. Okay, $10, guys. Okay, let's say you didn't get out. Look at this big drop here. Okay, let's say you just decided like me and said, you know what, I'm gonna leave that and see what happens. And then it came all the way down here. Okay, and you're looking at a $76 drop, guys. If you look at this chart, I want you to leave me a comment and tell me which one of these entries would have lost you money. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 entries that would have made you money. Okay. Now tell me why that's not worth $1 a day. And this is on the 1 hour chart. This is on Tesla. I'm going to show you other stocks as we go through these videos every day, guys. Okay, leave comments below if you have a stock that you're playing. I will show you my clouds and when I would have entered. Okay, this is how this works. If you use this on the 5 minute, even on the 1 minute, okay, I use it on the 15 minutes sometimes, but if you're using it on lower time frames, you better be fast. Okay, I use it on the 1 hour because I'm a swing trader and I like my trade to have a lot of room to move. Okay, if the cloud has not twisted, I don't have a trade. Okay, I don't go force a trade, guys, and I teach that in the courses so that you understand. 13 times right here, you would have won 13 times if you are disciplined and following the clouds, guys. So leave me a comment below if you want me to chart your stock, you want me to put the clouds on them so you can see how much money you could have made or how successful the clouds would have been for you. Put it in the comments below, and until the next video, guys, I'm wishing you guys a very green day.